the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. The Hokies will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. They'll force him out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Now on the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Still running at the 40. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Hokies are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Fires to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Rock. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that had all the makings of Bug Meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Trying play action. And this is going to be incomplete on third. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Got him downfield. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hokies! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Plows through the defense. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Third down coming up after the completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns in a field. He's taking the shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They believe they can run right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's caught. It's Lanier. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kentucky going quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Lanier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lanier. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lanier. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Lanier. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A shot toward the end zone.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have...
And the defense got him at the 27.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. From the gun. Running back on the move. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials are saying he was out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Definitely.
There he goes! Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Unloads quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
They go backwards on the play. It's a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Everett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Lanier. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got his man on the right.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
He's out of bounds, well short of the marker. It'll bring up 4th down and desperation time. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young